right, so what to post? Trying to hack the algorithm is challenging. One, because nobody knows exactly what it is, except for a few programmers at Meta. Very few people know the algorithm. What we do know is what they've shared with us. And that is that it's highly complex. It favors relationship. So if me and Josie Facebook message a lot, I might see more of Josie's Facebook photos and videos, and she might see more of mine, possibly. It favors interests. So like when you hashtag on a reel or you leave like a little tag, and that might be your interest, or you post a lot about that, like hashtag Jesus, I might see more Christian reels. Or if you're hashtag fitness, you might see more health and wellness or nutritional or physique type of reels. It favors recency. Facebook loves posts and showing posts that are new, less than a couple days old. And it favors posts that are engaging. So the more traction you get off the get-go, in the first couple of minutes and hours, the more likely that post is going to get more traction. So it's kind of the success begets success, or failure begets failure, okay? So posting 101, there are 3 types of Facebook posts. So the post word we generally use is for a post on your timeline. So when I say, hey, Gail, go make a post. When I say, hey, Anthony, share this as a post, typically we mean go post it on your timeline. So it's an image, it's a quote, it's a colored text background, it's a live video. Do you guys all know what this is? Say yes, you know, like the difference of a post. Now, stories is something different. These are images or videos that are expiring. They're like little bubbles on your profile that expire after 24 hours. Facebook stories are actually very consumed, and I get a lot of traction on my stories where I get way more engagement than sometimes even my best profile posts, really. And then the reels are those short form videos that last from 3 to 60 seconds. They're the vertical short form videos to go reach new followers. Now, how often do we do these posts? Well, a Facebook, like a one on your timeline, I would say one a day, maybe 2 a day. If you're not getting much, you could even do 3 in one day. You got a lot going on. But I usually do 1 or 2. And like, if I'm getting a lot of traction on a post, I let it kind of die out before I do another one. But you want to post pretty much every day. Every day. I'll share what to post, but this is how often. Facebook stories would be several per day. You can do them all at once, or you can space them out. It's really unlimited, but you want to post stories daily because they do expire. So to stay at the top of people's news feeds, you know, we see that Lisa's up there and Christina's up there and Marie's up there and Angie's up there. You need to have new stories popping up. So it moves your little picture over to the top of their phone. You're more likely to get traction. So here's how you post a story. You go to your Facebook page, to like your news feed, and you click on create story. Then you can choose your camera roll. You can choose text, music, green screen, filters, all that sort of stuff. I did this cute little picture of me drinking my Axio because I like to show me taking the products. Write that down. Huge, huge tip. Show them taking your products. I think TT got me started on this. Hashtag TT. Hello. Shout out to TT. I just started drinking my Axio and mixing my Axio and taking my activators. I probably do it like every other day. At least I try to do it every day. And then you can add stickers, you can add text, you can draw on it, you can add effects, you can tag people, you can add polls, question boxes. So I'm just like, hey, I'm just taking my go-go juice, my secret weapon, and then I shared my story. And you might be saying, Rachel, what does this really do? I want you guys to put yourself in my friend's shoes. My friends see me, and I am active, energetic, moving, shaking, traveling, getting things done, accomplishing stuff, aging well, feeling great, positive, encouraging, just making stuff happen. And then they're constantly seeing my stories that I'm taking care of myself by drinking this stuff and taking these pills and drinking this. Like, they're seeing it. What does it do to them over time? Let me know in the chat. What does it do to them? They see it. They all of a sudden the dots start to connect. Cindy knows it. It wears them down. They're like, well, I want to, Nicole knows it. It wears them down. Helga, it wears them down. Because they're like, I want to feel like that. I want to be positive. I want to be just like you. This is what micro influencers do, or I used to call them micro celebrities. Is that, you know, these influencers nowadays, you see them all over, right? People have made millions becoming influencers. It's a career now. Do you guys know you can be a micro influencer with your 2,000 friends, sharing how positive and excited you feel? Now, Dawn, Melissa, Nicole, like, you're going to feel stupid doing it every day. Like, it does. Like, you're like, I do it again. But then it just starts to work. People see it, and you're adding new people, and they're seeing, they're like, what's it that you're drinking? What's it that you're always drinking? What is it that you're always taking? Occasionally I've showed it where I've actually watched, like, done a time lapse of me doing my skincare routine with True Science. Any of our products I've shared, I use them, and I use them publicly. I want them to see it because somebody might ask me about it. It only takes a minute. So reels, 1 a day, 1 a week, just do them regularly. There's no cadence. You can't do too many of them. You know, it's probably better to do a couple of really good ones a week than a bunch of really crummy ones. Hi, Ken. Welcome from the Philippines. All right. Now, what should I share? How many guys want to know this? Drop a 7. You're like, what should I share? What should I post about? What should my content be? I need you guys to understand that Facebook is about you. It's very different. Like, I think LinkedIn's the professional platform. I think Instagram is very much like the brand platform, whatever your brand is, as far as, like, I don't know, usually a niche. Facebook is your personal life. It's where you have friends. So share your life, share your interests, share your family, share your genius, share what you're good about, or good know about, or good at. We talked a little bit about this earlier when we talked about your hobbies. How many guys have passions in your life? How many guys you're doing stuff? You're going places. You're serving, you're volunteering, you're working, you're making things happen, you're doing meetings, you're meeting with clients, customers. You're going to the gym, working out, right, Rachel? You share your life, you share your passion. You'll notice I share life in, I'll share with you how I weave it in, but I share my life on Facebook. It's, you know, the family's over at Easter. We're on a little vacation. Oh, Tony and I and the dogs were at the cabin. We're ice fishing. We live in Siberia. It's cold here. Just whatever it might be. Date night. Oh, look at our garden. Look at my tomatoes. Like, we're just sharing our life. Share little one-liners. Share your genius. I want you guys to begin, though. You have to think, are you adding value? Doesn't have to be every post, but you want to be a person that adds value on a frequent basis. Both Instagram and Facebook, I use the term the 4 E's. Is my content, is this post, is it entertaining? Is it enlightening? Is it educational? And is it enraging? Michelle says, what if all you do is work and sleep? That's not true. That's not all you do. And it shouldn't be. Where's your prayer life? Where's your fitness life? Where's your health life? Your spiritual walk? Where's your hobbies? Where's your meditation? I know Lisa's like, what do you mean enraging? I'm going to get to that. If you guys feel like you don't have, how many guys feel like you're not interesting? Drop an 8 in the chat. You're like, I don't feel interesting. don't feel interesting. Here's the amazing thing. I bet you guys have friends that would literally slap you across the face right now. Like, what do you mean, Lorraine? What do you mean, Deb? What do you mean, Mel? What do you mean you don't think you're interesting? You're the most perfect person I ever met in my life. You're to yourself, you're monotonous. Your life is boring. Guess what, guys? My life is so boring. Well, that's not true. I mean, we do travel a little bit. But when you take out the travel, my life is very, very mundane. It's routine. It looks the same all the time. I wake up, I go downstairs, I make my coffee, I make my Axio, I make my green juice, and I sit and I read. And I sit and I read some more. And I sit as long as I can before then I usually work out. Then I usually run errands. Then I pop up to the office and then I work for 5 to 6 hours. And then I go downstairs and Tony and I watch train videos on YouTube. Or now we're really into watching like Warren Buffett videos. My husband's really big into economics. We're boring to ourselves. But you have passions, you have experiences, you have wisdom, you've overcome things. You have brilliance. All of you guys have brilliance. How many of you guys have raised kids? You've made humans. You've done hard things. You've done brilliant, miraculous things. You think your cooking that is serving a great family and is healthy eating, you think it's boring, but there's other people that are like, how do you meal cook and prep and put it all together? You think that your daily rituals are so boring. It's like, I mean, like for me, I'm like, I just read the Bible every day. People are blown up, people all day long in my social medias. How do you read it? How do you get it? How do you study it? I'm like, I just read. What do you mean? I just read. I open it up and I read it. What do you mean? But people are so interested in my boring life. And they're interested in yours. And just like, I've never been more boring with my food and workouts. I know she's eating like veggie sausage and peppers all day long. And she's like, and I've never had more engagement because she's documenting a journey. Now, to my 8s who said that they felt that they were boring. Some of you guys are boring. I mean, I love you. You're valuable. But you guys gotta kind of like add something to your life. What do you need to pursue and do? What have you been putting off? If you just work and sleep all day, like, what do you mean? You have Life Vantage. Team Heart's not boring. Heck no, this cannot be boring. It is Monday night. It is 8:15, and you're listening to this girl scream at you. This cannot be boring. You are not part of a boring team. Do other teams train like this? No. People want to see your real life. They want to be encouraged. So what is enraging? I got a few people ask, what's enraging? Meaning some of you guys, where's Eric Richards? There's a few on the line that we have, and I'll put myself in that category. I'm not afraid to be a bit controversial on Facebook or social media. So much so I've gotten in trouble at times and shadow banned. But I say this, that I have shared my truth, my opinion, politically, religiously, whatever, about certain things, world events, topics, and it can get some commentary. You can get a little bit of a storm in the comments, right? A lot of people. Good and bad. But like it gets people like fired up. That's what enraging is. Like if sometimes you have there's something that breaks in the news, in the legislature, in whatever. I mean, we had a lot of this in the last 3 years, right? I wasn't trying to create a storm just to create a storm, but I was sharing truth to my audience that I felt that they needed to hear and that I wanted to share. Now I pulled back on some of it. You know, I'm a little bit more reserved at this point. It's just different growth levels, but I'll still share things that are quite polarizing. Eric Richards gained 25 followers this week just from speaking out on one thing. Be you. Don't be boring. So if you feel like you're boring, don't be boring. Don't be vanilla. Be polarizing. A lot of you guys have very polarizing beliefs, but you don't share them. Even Eric Worre, who's been against this forever, finally came out on Facebook this month, and said, I am going to be sharing my beliefs and it's going to offend some of you guys. I've been too quiet too long, and look out for a different Eric Worre. I'm like, yes, took you a decade. Here you go, Eric. Welcome to the show. Don't need to be positive all the time. Nobody's positive all the time. Now, I don't rant and rave about people. Never. I never bring drama. But you bet your bottom dollar, if there's something going on in the news and I feel strong, I've made some waves sharing what I believed, and the education and research I had done behind it. An educated conversation was made online, and it got people going. And you know what's amazing? Is LaDonna on? Where's LaDonna? Is she here? I'm sure she's working tonight. Oh, my thing is screen. Where's my screen? Oh no. Oh no. What is happening? My thing got all jacked up. Is LaDonna on? She isn't. Okay. LaDonna's probably catching the replay on this and she'll hear it. LaDonna, my newest consultant, one of my newer consultants, found me through a very enraging post politically. Just saying. All right. Because she said, I like her. I like her. I want to be on her team, right? All right. So what to post? You might be asking, where's LifeVantage fit? If I share my life and my gardening and my homeschooling and my kids and my cats or whatever, what about LifeVantage? Well, on stories and reels, you can post all the time. Doesn't matter. These things, it doesn't matter. Your timeline, though, because that's like public, people can kind of see and scroll through it really quickly. And it's to your people, I would weave it in through your posts a couple times a week, like maybe 1 or 2 business posts, 1 or 2 product posts. Like, nobody wants to follow an infomercial, okay? Share testimonials, before and afters. Share when you're at events. Guys, even right now, taking a picture, like I'll take a photo right now. You guys can all be in it. So I'm gonna take a little selfie. And I do the 19 or 16:9. Oh, I don't have my little ring light on. The little light to help. So we're gonna take a photo real quick. So I took a few of those, and then I'll put it on my stories. Hosting the team call today. Hashtag Team Heart. Just constantly sharing all that sort of stuff. You want to share things about the team, the calls, the products, the business, how you feel about it. When you get a check. How many of you guys got a seller bonus check in the last 7 days? You got your seller's check. You got your first diamond check, onyx check, emerald check, and your check went up. Guys, be posting about that, sharing those results. LifeVantage, also, you want to be a product of the product. I've documented my before and after for 7 years and more of my health journey. And that's been really, really powerful for me to get consistent new people in, like just watching me age or anti-age, I suppose. But what if you're brand new? Well, if you're brand new, then you want to start with the first 30 days of posts. This is on our Team Heart launch guide. You can go back to this at teamheart.net/post, and we have new ones added every single year. Now, do you guys still need more ideas? Drop a 9 if you feel like I still need more ideas. Give me ideas. You gotta go to Team Heart boards. Team Heart boards is chalked every month, guys. We are adding dozens of images, tons of posts, ideas, trainings. It's all there. You go to Team Heart boards, click on, or go to, you can download it at teamheart.net/tools, click on social media, and there's so much. There's the 30 days of posts. There's Facebook Live posts, ideas, tips, business stories, product stories, animated images, before and afters. There's a whole thing for collagen. You can click on any of these links and it'll take you to a curiosity post. You can get ideas. And we even have tips. Like, this is how to do it. I don't know is the greatest lie an entrepreneur will ever tell themselves. You got to go look. You got to go search it out. You got to go try. You got to go figure it out. And if you forget, we'll tell you where it is. It's in Team Heart Boards. Now take a picture of this. These are my favorite apps to make my images or my graphics like pop or make them look better. For all my image like shareables where I put text like the Team Heart calls and, you know, any sort of recognition shareable or, you know, whatever we have going on for Team Heart. It's always made in GoDaddy Studio. Lensa is really great to make your selfies really pop. Canva is really good. I think it's better on the desktop than the mobile app. WordSwag, if you want to make like a quote card, and then Adobe Lightroom, if you want more advanced filtering. And there's a lot of ones you can try for free, like with a beta version or like a free trial for 7 days. Just make sure you use it and then cancel it before it hits your credit card.